In the future, I believe that the cartoon section you see behind me will be replaced by the live action section over here, where I'm going. Yeah, so that'll be the real difference, just so you know. And yeah, I managed to find a place. I'll be putting the down payment on it next week. Be nice. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna just like a quick moment. I have to go to the bathroom. Here, why don't I just do this? I'm back. all right. So, there we go. So, I felt I should comment on this. So, for those of you who are wondering why certain events are happening in America now, and more so than ever, can't really tell you why more so than ever, but I can tell you why it's happening. People believe every so often throughout their lives, like every 3 to 5 years, people act like they know enough about life. They feel they've plateaued. They know something. It's like, I know how the world works. I learned enough, and it's like I don't need to know anything more. I don't need to question myself anymore or the world anymore. I know how it is. I know how it functions. So there's my stance on the world because I stop learning. It's like, no, you need to keep on learning. You need to keep questioning the world, asking, living, experiencing. You never really stop, but you have to actively have that in your mind that you need to keep going with this. But every so often, people stop. That's where you get, a lot of the bigots and argumentative people in the world. So that's what brings us to the college and university kids. That's why they're all under protest right now. Because this is them being more independent. This is them further from their parents, further from their families. Remember, they're no longer passive passengers in life, being carried from point A to point B, told to go here or there, think about this or that. This is them being more independent. And one thing a child, and even I went through this, is that you realize there are a lot of problems in the world. And even though a world full of adults, there seems to be more problems. A lot more. That's better. And it's just, you get kind of sad and depressed. Like, something should happen. It's like, yeah, there's this problem, yeah. But, us adults, us the world, the government, like, what are we going to do about it? It's too hard. It's like, you know, they use the buzzwords, throughout the 90s, dare and take a bite out of crime, same types of things they do now, still pretty much, if I still watch television. But kids, when you become more independent, they latch onto something, but they don't have people telling them, let go, it's okay, you have class to get to, and they're like, no, I want to not go to class. If I'm not really getting into this 100%, but I do believe if you're camping out in the on the lawn of your university, you're not attending class. um you know and they're protesting about something on the other side of the planet, some argument, something's going on, some sort of perceived injustice. And that's why you get these two camps. And it's like, why are you rooting for people, that are killing people? It's like, well, they did this, so they are the heroes, or they did that, and they are the villains. And it's like, what narrative do you uh, accept as the right thing? And it's like, how about it's just all bad? How about that? It is just all bad. It is not. None of this is good. It's just like, it's just a stupid war. It's like, I was here first. No, I was here first. No, you don't deserve to be here. And it's like, okay, and what does that got to do with you learning how to do economics or going to your class? Like, what is this? Like, why is this, so important to you, American child? Like, well, somebody has to get upset about it. Somebody has to do something. Yes, that's a natural emotional state, but you also have to learn when to let go. There was a time where I thought smog was a bad thing. I felt bad when my dad had barbecues. It's like, we're producing so much smoke, and it's like, well, what are you gonna do about it? There are bigger things to feel bad about it and to have your attention, such as finding a job, wearing a condom. Let's see here, getting an actual driver's license. Those important things. It's like you stop thinking about what's important to you and think about what's important to the whole. And it's like, but you can't take care of the whole. You're not Superman. You're not going to magically convince the world to make it a better place because you think, if I did this, then therefore it will be a better place. It's like, no, it's just not going to work. And those campus kids are not taking care of themselves. They're shitting in buckets and sleeping out on the campus. I forget what you call it, the lawn or whatever. And they're not improving their education. They're not improving their social standing. They're not growing. They're saying, I know enough, and I'm upset about it, and I'm stopping my life to argue about it instead of. And I believe they're trying to resolve a situation. Like, they're trying to be that pouty child. Like, no, I don't want to wear the green jacket today to school, Mom. And that's it. It's like that. It's like that stubborn little child. It's like, why are you making a big fuss over this? It's just the green jacket. But I want to wear the purple one today because it's Wednesday. And I feel that I need to wear the purple one on a Wednesday. Even though I've never done that before, I feel incredibly determined to do that today. And that's what a lot of this feels. And when I watch these things on TikTok and online and Bill Maher, and I'm like, don't you have class to get to? Don't you have like more important things to do? Taking care of yourself, getting your life going. Your life is just starting, and then you're putting on all the brakes to argue about something that has nothing to do with you yet. Because after that, college, and you say, I'm going to go and live somewhere, which is not the dorms or your parents' basement, you're going to find out, gee, I wonder why everything is so goddamn expensive. Oh, remember that Iron Dome that, was so damn important and that we had to upgrade it immediately to save lives? Well, that came at the cost of, I would believe, in my theory, which I've done very little homework on. This is basically guesswork or logical deduction. Yeah, they ramped up a lot of the cost of living in America, which was going to go up, but I really doubt that really helped it, to not, go. It went faster than it needed to. I mean, look what's happening to me and a lot of Americans. You know, we're rent is increasing, land prices increasing, everything is going up, people. And so it's like, where do you think that money came from? The air? No, we did that already. So now land prices and everything's going up. That's my theory. If I'm wrong, but I really doubt it didn't help matters, progress smoothly. It was just, well, it's up 20% now for the fiscal year. Live with it. It's like, I'm not even a college student. I have to pay for this shit. But the college students, again, they're still being provided. They're there off of scholarships and their parents, they're still, they didn't pay themselves to be there, or they're paying, into debt, but they're there to get an education. What they believe they're there for is to discuss matters that has nothing to do with them, which in the next 3 to 5 years, when they leave said college, they'll realize they can't just live anywhere, particularly here in California. Yeah, good luck trying to get a freaking home. You'd be in massive debt from your college years and saying, well, I can't exactly afford that. Extremely, like the poorest part of California is like, oh, I can't live there. It's too expensive. I still have all this college debt, which I didn't really learn too much of a trade in because I was too busy protesting. I would believe that's a lot of these kids' features is just them saying like, oh, damn, maybe I should have actually went to class instead of protesting about people I've never met and had an opinion on that stopped me from going to class. You know, it's just a nightmare all around. And it's just not good for anybody for what they're choosing to do, what they're choosing to fight on, what they're choosing to put all their time and effort and energy into. It's not doing them any benefits. You know, but I understand the mindset that you have. You know, feel like you want or need to do something about. There's a injustice in the world, but you have to take care of yourself first. You have to feed yourself, clothe yourself, work. You have to do these things. You have to have the knowing. Like me, I had to learn how to drive before I was able to get this job. I learned how to drive like back when I was 20, 21, 22, something like that. You know, so jobs need talent. You have to be talented and trained to do what you need to do. You know, and these kids are not some savants where they says, well, I don't really need this education. I could go get this job, this incredibly high paying job, really easily. Like, no, you have to be trained. You have to know what you're doing. And right now, they're not doing a whole lot of learning. So it's like, what job? So I just wanted to put that out there that this is just not good for anybody. It's not good for anybody. The war, the protests, none of it. None of it should be happening, needs to happen. Everyone keeps saying this needs to happen. Something needs to happen. It's like, no, it doesn't. I lost a job and a room for because of economic upheaval, because the cost of living spiked too suddenly. It wasn't some gradual progression. It was just me and so many others. You have more important things to do. When those college kids goes out, out into the world, off from away from the campus, when you're solely on your own, when it's only you and your own two hands, and not there because someone else is paying for it or allowing you to get into debt over it, you're gonna realize life ain't easy, and there are more important things. Like I said, taking care of yourself, feeding yourself, clothing yourself, providing for yourself. You know, and like all youngsters, it's like, I don't need a condom today. Oh, look, I have like 3 kids. I need to provide for them. And I have this shit job because I never bothered to attend those classes. Things like that are going to happen. So, yeah, it's just none of this needed to happen. None of this is good. None of this has a positive outcome in any shape, way, or form. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Well, as you'll see, this is me surviving for the next 3 years. I drew up a new thing. Yeah, for 4 pages for the next 3 and like about 3 years of my life, covering 4 pages of this book of me paying off, surviving, paying off the man, paying off the car, and getting that responsibility done that I started. even though it's without the pizza gig now. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, and I'll let you know how it all goes. Again, last thing I'll say about it, if they just would have waited 3 more years and then fired me, I honestly wouldn't have cared. Because by then the car would have been paid off. So having the one gig with the pharmacy would have been fine. But, Inc. only cares about Inc., not its employees. They kind of try to give a damn about their customers, but all honestly, they really shafted themselves with that one, because then it's like, well, we can have fewer people there, so we could pay them less, so you get crappier service, because there's only 3 of us in the store. No joke. It's like, that doesn't help things. Again, people act like they know something. Whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes you can't change the world. Was it? There was a saying in Heroes, when it was on TV, says, or somebody said something, says, I can't save the world, but I can save the day. I think that's kind of something more we should all try to do, is stop trying to save the world like Superman, like do it all in one day. It's like, just do what you can. Be helpful. Buy someone a sandwich, or pay for someone's food. If you have money to share with someone, like, go out and buy a box of fast food from like 3 different restaurants or whatever, and take it to a park where there are homeless people there, and say, here, free food, enjoy. It'll last them a good couple days. Give them something, not just money, but food. Give them food, clothing. Donate stuff you don't work or need anymore. A giant pile of clothes right here. So yeah. Anyway. So take care all, and we'll see how this year goes. You're going to see a lot more people out on the street, honestly, because of the rent going up in lots of places. We've lost customers, quite a good couple dozen by this point of my pharmacy gig. People gone. It's like they're not there anymore. Oh, they recently moved. They're somewhere else. So this is going to be still going to be a thing for a good while. So I best get to eating and sorting and throwing away. Alrighty. Only got a couple weeks left before I gotta get out of here. Alrighty then. Take care all. And of course, I'll see you at the movies. Bye.